Troopers and grinders, I finally made it on stream after promoting the shit out of it. We're here, folks. It's time for Hank the Tank's preview and picks for Dana White's Contender Series Week 3. And thank God, it seems like this show is starting to pick up momentum again. First week was honestly dog shit, and I probably wouldn't replay it if someone put a gun against my head. The fights were absolutely rotten. Sazerkayev was the one highlight on that thing, as Dana White mentioned. And then in week 2, it was just almost all finishes. And then even the fight that didn't result in a finish was really good. So just complete 180 turnaround from the last week. This is the Dana White's Contender Series that we know. Pretty much almost all of the fighters on that first week were sort of pussies. Either pussies or idiots because they didn't realize that you actually have to finish the fight and look like you even have the intent to fight and get a finish in order to get a contract. And they were just hugging and squeezing on each other and doing tentative stuff and just looking like they did on the regionals, dude. Fucking low-level MMA. Out you go. See ya. Packing. So, yeah. Thank God that the Dana White's Contender Series has turned things around and is looking way more exciting these days because they definitely needed a shot in the arm after what happened that first week. I was getting a little scared. It seems like the contenders have gotten the message, though, from Dana White. Be like Joe Pyfer. Be like Sazerkayev. And now they're getting finishes left and right and actually trying to win and put a stamp on their fights and win definitively and show why they belong in the UFC. And honestly, guys, as much as people could say, oh, Hank's just all pro striker, he hates wrestling. I don't hate wrestling. I like wrestling when it's executed right. And it looks like you actually want to submit the guy and are doing really good grappling and trying to win the fight while on top and instead of just laying there. I'm not a fan of lay and pray. I'm fine with actual wrestling and grappling. I just don't like lay and pray. But yeah, so people are like, oh yeah, Hank, he hates wrestling, he loves striking. But that's the thing, guys. Like, wouldn't you want someone who has the potential to be a star, as someone who's like a phenom, like Khamzat Chimaev? The reason why everyone was so excited for him versus DDP is because he was submitting fools in round 1. He broke Whitaker's jaw. He was, an unstoppable force who was just getting it done over and over again, looking like a killer. Even on the feet, he was just trading with Burns. Oh my God, this guy's a warrior. Like it was a different Chimaev. It was a different Chimaev that night. So, I was excited for Chimaev versus DDP too. But honestly, guys, we got to stop getting excited for fights involving wrestlers. If there's even one wrestler in a main event, then people are like, oh man, fight of the year. No, just not the case, guys. Like, if it's a wrestler, you can't get excited for it. There's always a chance it's like, oh, he's just going to lay on him for 5 rounds. Like, you should not be excited for fights involving like a Magomed Ankalaev or Khamzat Chimaev these days now. If there's even a chance that they could be a fucking lay and pray boring motherfucker, don't be excited for it. If it's a striker who's going to go at it or, I don't know. I can't even trust someone like Chimaev to like look dominant and get the finish, dude. It's just you can't trust a wrestler to have a fight of the year. You just can't. Usman, maybe. Everybody else. I mean, he had a dominant performance against Buckley, and good for him. That wasn't fun though. It wasn't. So we can't be putting we can't slap fight of the year on fights involving wrestlers anymore. We just can't. Anyway, sorry, that rant aside. With the Contender Series, I am glad they are getting back to their roots. I'm glad that the contenders actually got a wake-up call, and now they're actually trying to finish their fights, actually showing a fighter spirit, wanting to become a star. We're back to the old Contender Series, thank God. And I don't think it's going to change here in week 3 because we got a lot of explosive strikers with power, variety, very slick, doing great work on the regionals, getting nasty highlight reel finishes. So we should have some really good scraps and just as many finishes. I don't know how. Do I even have a decision on this thing? Let me check. Okay, I do have one. Shoot, I got 4 out of 5 of these fights ending in a finish. So I think it's going to look a lot like the second week, and momentum's picking up, folks. Yo, Hank, we gotta help Raja. One of our kings is being victimized. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's being victimized, Vinny, because he got hit with a little aluminum can on his head that was empty. And so he decided he would murder a person because of it. Yeah, he's just an innocent little snowflake. It was morally compromised. He was put under the influence, Vinny the Guinea. Just a terrible series of events. He's a victim of circumstance, guys. He's not a fucking killer in a young man, 8-year-old in a young man's body who was gonna not stop until Stewart was dead and just got the okay to her to lay it in a little bit, but fully misinterpreted it as trying to attempted murder. Yeah, poor Raja, dude. Poor Raja. He's a martyr, guys. He's a martyr because he's a degenerate TikToker, kick streamer motherfucker who just doesn't have an ounce of self-restraint in his body. Yeah, poor Raja. Anyway, let's get into the fights. Let's go ahead, man. Get this shit over with. And maybe I can just do some yapping. First of all, wait, hold on. What's going on? Oh, anyway, we have our opening contest between is that Darton or Dalton? Darian Abbey against Dante Johnson. This is a very strange fight because Dante Johnson is a natural light heavyweight who is much smaller than Darian Abbey. And I've heard from sources that he's going to pretty much stick to light heavyweight after this. But this is like they called in Darian Abbey to fill in on short notice, and he only fights at heavyweight. So now this is being done at heavyweight, which sort of changes things up a little bit and makes things a little more interesting in terms of the chances. But I don't know, man. Darian Abbey has not looked very good on the regionals. Tim Johnson was able to knock him out, and Tim Johnson's so bad, man. I don't know I don't know what the losing streak for him in the PFL is right now, but it's got to be at least 3 or 4 fight losses in a row. Really not good. Mark Courier 3-3, 7-6, 17-10. Bad competition, man. XFC, I don't rate them whatsoever. These promotions, I've never heard of them in my life. Bunch of tin cans. And whereas Dante Johnson got a knockout in Fury FC, which I do rate as a promotion, and he actually beat an undefeated guy. Can't say the same of Darian Abbey. Even records throughout. 6-7, yikes. Ooh. Oh my God, he was in the same place. North Iowa. But the thing is, he then went to Fury and beat an undefeated guy, which just tells me that he's at a higher level, that he's good enough and slick enough and young enough that they'd actually let him, into a bigger promotion and give him a shot. And as you can see, the UFC is giving him that shot, and they gave him the shot before Abbey. Abbey's coming in on short notice. This was like a last minute fix. Like, oh God, we screwed this up. We gotta make amends. Like, they clearly have more confidence in Dante Johnson because they are willing to give him another opponent than in the replacement in Darian Abbey. Wank's Warzone. Swap the first letters. I mean, that would definitely be No Chill's wet dream. Wank's Warzone. Yeah, JVD would probably be laughing his ass off with that. And then anybody who's just a little bit scandalous on this live chat is going to come in just like on Kick, So I'm bringing the ladies in. Let's go. Finally going to score. No. He got pressed. You got to try him. Remember, he said, you can't play me. Yeah, that's right. You can't play him, or else he's going to take away your life and beat you to a pulp and within an inch of your life. Yeah, it's just fair. He got pressed. Yeah. That aluminum can with nothing in it pressed against his forehead, and then he shook hands with Stewart afterwards. But you know what? The hate and resentment was still there, and I'm sure that Stewart didn't mean it. So therefore, it's totally justified. Trust. He's a real ninja. Roger that. Oh my God. Whip, 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 whip. Roger. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can't play with him. You can't even play with him on the playground in the sandbox, You can't even go down the slides with him because he's just gonna fall off and hit his head. Or you can't play a thumb war with him because then he's gonna punch you across the head and after that, you know. Roughhousing that he's probably sent elementary schoolers' heads fucking caved into the concrete, Yeah. Hopscotch. The only hop he's doing is on people's fucking heads while their teeth are on the curb. So yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. American History X. Anyway, yeah, Darian Abbey's a big ass heavyweight, but he's fought very mid competition, lost a bunch of bare knuckle fights, which is never good, honestly, because that's a low level of competition as well, as far as I'm concerned. And meanwhile, Dante Johnson, I don't know. People have been saying these days, lighter man skill. And something tells me that that's going to apply here pretty well. I think Dante Johnson's going to look way better in terms of technique, way better in terms of speed, better fighter's instinct. I feel like Abby's just going to be swinging for the fences like a big motherfucker. And meanwhile, Johnson's actually going to stay poised and counter strike and get in and out of the pocket. And I think it'll just be different levels here. So lighter man's light heavyweight skill is just going to knock out Abby in round one. Because he's just it's going to look like Teixeira versus that other guy in Contender Series if Teixeira had been knocked out, just tall guy. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And Dante Johnson. I mean, look at it. His nickname's Lockjaw. He's a lock. He's a lock for this. All right, guys. No, Your Honor. See here, he said you can't play me. You can't play me. You see, and that's our rule. That's actually a law. That's an amendment in the Constitution that says wait. No, that's an amendment in the Bill of Rights that says you can't play him. No, it's an amendment to the Constitution. Yeah. Right? Wait a minute. Am I an idiot? Hold on. First Amendment of the Constitution, right? Yes, the Constitution. Okay. It was just introduced recently. It was an extra amendment that said you cannot play with Roger Jackson. It is against all it is to be an American citizen to play with Roger Jackson. You just can't play with him. He's got, cautionary tape all around him, man. He can't play. He has a restraining order against everybody. So, it was a messy divorce for Roger Jackson. And he can't even get near him, or else you just forfeit your life, It makes all the sense in the world to me, and only to me and Vinny. But anyway, our next fight is between Christian Perez and Manuel Souza. Christian Perez 13-1, Manuel Souza 12-1. I think this is probably going to be the closest fight on the card. Both these guys are quite talented, in my opinion. I do think that Manuel Souza is a better striker, though. And usually I do go with the guy who's prone to wrestle more than I am the one who's prone to strike. But Souza's beaten some good guys. 8-2, 17-4 Tim Wild. Laya got a split. I don't know exactly like that, but he only lost to RG Colgan, who's really good. Colgan's undefeated. Colgan's very talented. I get Christian Perez is 13-1, but Combat A Global, I'm not that impressed. 10-6. Yeah, he's a finisher, but I've seen Souza be able to go to decisions with guys and just school them. Souza's got a lot of power, but he's also very good at stuffing takedowns and even like instituting some wrestling of his own. I think he's got good grappling skills as well as striking skills, as Rafuko would put it. Perez, he's just a big fucking hunk of meat who's just gonna, either swing for the fences or just shoot takedowns super early. But he seems like he has such a simple game that he just gets it out of the way, Whereas Souza, he stays ready. He's patient. He's going to be ready for whatever Perez throws his way. And Souza's also just like a Mack truck. He just throws willy-nilly and it just comes forward and strikes. And I've just heard more good things about Souza's pressure game than I have Perez's. I think that Souza's just sort of a tough force to stop. Yeah. It's the Conventuip. Ah, yes. I remember you wrote that with the founding fathers long ago. First Muslim man in Congress, right up there with the founding fathers. He was known as the founding dabber. The law's the law. Free my dog. If the glove does not fit, you must acquit. If the video does not fit, you must acquit. If the video, Jesus Christ, there really is no excusing this. He's a minor. I mean, he's 20 years old, but you know he has the brain of a 2-year-old. So if anything, this is predatory behavior from Stuart Smith. Trust. How dare you influence and jade a small boy with the brain of a peanut? Let's fucking go. Hello, Andrew. Welcome to the chat. Are you excited for Contender Series this week? Do you know anything about it? And if so, who have you got? A 1 Adam 12. We got him, Berber. 1 Adam 12. We got him. Rampage's father will be paying us millions for this. Ha 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 ha. Yes, it's all the whiteys. The whiteys in the justice system. They're just trying to get reparations for themselves for being white and therefore being deserving of it. And they're targeting an innocent black man who didn't do a thing wrong, guys. It was all worked. I mean, look at the way the punch hit him. Oh, that one broke his jaw. Oh my God. Oh, that one caved in his cheekbone. Oh my God, there's blood all over his face. But you know, it's fake blood. It's the packets they give the wrestlers, and they just dab it all over themselves and pretend. It was like Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Yeah. They faked it. It was all work, guys. Sup, Hank? I'm doing all right, Andrew. How about yourself? I hope you're having a good one, man. But yeah. So Christian Perez, I studied LMAO Nays' account of this, and he said, Perez is going to shoot on him, and he's just going to be really tough to stop, and anybody who's a wrestler is just going to dominate Souza. But Colgan's the only one who's done so, and he's an actual prospect. And Perez, meanwhile, is in like Combat 8 Global. It's nowhere near as prestigious a promotion, nowhere near the level of competition. And everybody else, Souza's just sort of beating the dog shit out of, and just outclassing. I think Souza's takedown defense is good enough. I really do. I think he's going to have enough time on the feet here to mostly neutralize Perez's game and like just outstrike him for at least 2 out of the 3 rounds. I think there's a chance Perez takes the first or the second, but I got a feeling that Souza's just going to have that dog in him. Botch! Shout out to the puppy. I'm going to mouth feed my dog because that's what veterinarians recommend. Trust. Yeah, Manuel Souza, he's going to eat him like a samosa. Botch! What else is there to say? I don't know. I just think Souza's solid. I think he's hyped up for a reason. Perez is just sort of a nothing burger. I mean, I doubt he even outstrikes Souza. I don't think he can. Even if he does, I think Souza's got enough power to just make the difference. Make things equal again. His power as an equalizer is what I'm trying to say. So I think Souza's going to beat the shit out of him. Unanimous decision win. He's a coal miner. You saying he's black as coal, Vinny? Are you saying he could shoot a video of him in a garage, and the lights are all down, and just be like, you know what I'm talking about? A silhouette, but you can only see his eyes and his teeth. Is this what you're telling me? Look how black the boy. I think you just answered my question. Look at how black the boy is, Yonner. His father, Rampage Jackson, sent him to the coal mines, and he wouldn't come out until the canary sang his last song and died of exhaustion. He's covered, man. He's like Frosty the Snowman, except the coal's all over him. You know what I'm saying? And he has been exposed to coal poisoning and the like, and he'll never work again. He's just a poor boy in Western Virginia whose father mistreats him and sends him down into the bellows. Yeah. It's his father who's to blame. He's an abusive man who extracts every bit of labor and blood, sweat, and tears out of him to the point where he's made him retarded. You see? Would you rather Raja Case get assigned to Adam 12 or Knight Rider? Ooh. Wait a minute. I know Knight Rider. Let me look at Adam 12. Well, I wouldn't. Knight Rider. Oh, man, that's a toughie, actually. Adam 12, those cops are probably racist as shit, okay? They're probably looking for an excuse, if you know what I'm saying. Like, civil rights protesters who don't come back, kind of stuff. So honestly, this kid Raja needs to be punished real bad, and something tells me that those two post Jim Crow motherfuckers would probably put him away. So I'd say them. Yeah. Do you know how fast you were driving, kid? Hey, I'm gonna need you to take down your window, okay? So I can bury you out on the front lawn. It's that kind of shit. So yeah. Meanwhile, Knight Rider would be like, "Hey, I'd slap the cuffs on you, but you're just a kid who's lost his way, and you better not be doing that again, punk, or I'm gonna kick you off the streets." Yeah, and then Knight Rider's gonna be like, "You tell him, Dave. That's right. I hope that you learned a lesson, young man." It'd be that kind of shit. It'd be monotone bullshit. Thoughts on Idaho's emotional rage filled crash out last night after seeking attention? Not surprised. I saw it. Like, he didn't seem that emotional, but he does some mental gymnastics. Okay, Tyler. He has a penchant for that. Butthead. Hey, baby. So, like, you come around here often? I have beer. Hey, get away from me! You have braces. I have braces too. Get away. Stop bogarting the nachos, bunghole. Leave some for me. No way! Don't make me slap you again, Beavis. Can we see your reaction to said Idaho's crash out? I mean, was it on live stream? Because the one I saw was in like Giuliano's chat, and it honestly didn't seem that bad. If he crashed out on his live stream, that would be interesting. I doubt it though. Well, Adam 12 is that old ass cop show. Yeah, so exactly. That's why I'd pick the old ass cops, because they'd follow old ass fucking Jim Crow rules. And this Raja honestly deserves the worst possible. I mean, not 60-40. I mean, like 20-30. Give him a chance, because he didn't commit murder. He tried it, but there's just not enough to put him away forever. So I'd say, yeah. I mean, you got to put him away for a while, though. You do. You have to take a little bit off. This is fucking evil. He was in and out of flatlining at the hospital too. So no, it's you gotta book him. It's surreal seeing Hank slowly turn into a Dagestani. I know my unibrow is furrowing. My beard is growing, brother. I am the cousin of Saeed Nurmagomedov. I kill everybody, brother. I smash everybody in the jacuzzi, brother. And if one of my parents dies, I'm done with the sport. Okay? I'm a mama's boy. All right? I'm done. I'm walking here. And what else? Yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. Oh, let's go, brother. Let's match him. I'm gonna kill this guy. Oh, that's all I know to say. My English is so bad. But I love Dana. My father was a darker and a fiend. The boy has sun damage. My father was a darker and a fiend. The boy has sun damage, Your Honor. He been out in the fields too long. Jesus Christ. As a plantation lawyer from back then. No, bro's vag was definitely hurting. He might have to take something for that. maybe a tampon. It was all in chat, so I don't think you saw it all, Hank. I was there. I don't know if I saw all of it. Maybe. Remember when Mitchell said that doesn't count? That doesn't count, man. He may be in Nurmagomedov, but he ain't one of them, brother. He ain't even real, dude. He's just a figment of your imagination. Which doesn't count? Is it something to do with Dagestanis? Super Troopers. Pull over post Seiko Stu Raja and proceed to fuck with him impression. Wait, pull over Stu Raja and pretend to fuck with him impression. Oh my god. Wait, Super Troopers. Damn. I've never watched that movie. I've seen clips of it, and I know they've got like spruce mustaches and the aviator glasses and all that shit, and they're just like, I mean, I could probably do like a Minnesota thing. Mind pulling down your window there? Hey, sir. Do you, what's that you got in your trunk, laddie? Mind if I take a look-see? Oh! I think I'm gonna barf. Ugh. Those are dealer plates, Norm. Those things don't work well. Oh, you betcha. Now, Raja, I'm gonna give you a stern slap on the wrist there, young man, because you didn't sterilize the body, and you gave me a whiff of it, and I thought I was gonna puke my guts out there. But I hope you learned your lesson, young man, and I hope you stay out the streets. And let me think about how am I gonna punish you? I'm gonna give you a paddling, young man. After this, I'm giving you a big paddling. Get on the ground, sir. Get on the ground. Do you know how much you were speeding? Wait, I thought this was because I almost killed that guy. He was playing with me. He was playing with me, Your Honor. He was playing with me. Cops, you're all a bunch of nerds. I hate you. I hate you. Don't play with me. Don't you be playing with me. I'm getting played with right now. Everybody's fucking with me. You can't fuck with me. Oh my God, he's trying to kill himself, sir. He's smashing his head against the concrete. This is self-mutilation. I will tase you, young man. I will stop you right where you are, sir. If you do not stop smashing your own skull, lobotomized skull against the concrete, I will have to use force against you. Do you understand me? You're all playing with me. Help me, Daddy. I don't want to die. I can't go to jail. I'm too young. They're playing with me. This is just like the playground. Everybody's bullying me all the time, man. I can't deal with this no more. Another kid directed astray. What a juvenile delinquent we got here. Face screen smiling. The biggest disappointment for me was I didn't know Idaho lied through his teeth so much. Yikes. Gilly, I will neither confirm nor deny. Super Troopers classic. When he lost against Ilya, he said, I was not fighting. It was not me, so it doesn't count. Oh, I was not fighting. It was not me. I wasn't me, man. I wasn't there, dude. I was dealing with my ex-girlfriend. I was a different person, brother. I wasn't the man you see today. I was less of a man, brother. I was just hanging out with my chicken coops and pretending to be them. I was a chicken in there, brother. And I'm sorry, dude. And I'm gonna try to be better in the future. But I was a bird. I was I was an avian animal in there, brother, and I paid the price. Raja did for his fellow slaves, taking out the muscle like that. Yeah, he's a martyr. There were hundreds of years of repression in that slam and ground. Yeah, exactly. It was all just to pay physical reparations. No matter why some people say Black lives does not matter. No wonder why some people. Let's not go that far, Pratham. Let's not go that far. Let's not let one person dictate what we think about all Black people. I know that's the Russian protocol, but that I don't know about that. But no, you're from India or something, right? Well, I mean, shit. Same rules apply in that case. Fucking caste society, motherfuckers. But no, let's not lump everybody in with Black Lives Did Not Matter. There was an entire movement in the 1960s of peaceful Black citizens. So let's not lump them all in. Black lives do matter, but and you have to go through each case on a case by case basis. That was protests to police brutality, and let's just focus on that instead of just racializing it. Ask chat if Super Troopers is their top 3 movies. Is it your top 3 movies? It's a must watch. It was one of those like stoner comedies, right? Back in the day, like gross out stoner. Where? Hanks giving guff. Yeah, pretty much. Was that a Raja getting pulled over impression? Yeah, it was. Yeah, pretty much. Smashes head on concrete. He's damaging government property. We gotta hit him with the taser. This is worse than Radio Raheem from Do the Right Thing here. Jesus Christ. He's intentionally trying to ruin our infrastructure. Your Raja is hilarious. Thank you. Impression of Bryce Mitchell defending his Uncle Stu. My Uncle Stu, brother, he hit him with an aluminum can that didn't have any water in it. And if you actually view the footage with a microscope, man, you will see that was 100% aluminum black metal with no mark or laceration. He apologized to what used to be my good friend Raja Jackson, brother. I blame Stu for taking it on his head and convulsing like I did after Josh Emmett, but that was uncalled for from Raja, dude. And I tell you what, if he and me were in the same room, it'd be like a fucking deer that I caught on unguarded, off his guard, you know. I'd rear naked choke that motherfucker. You're barking up the wrong tree, motherfucker. Defending my Uncle Stu. He was just defending his property and keeping kayfabe and keeping the wrestling business alive, dude. I even shook his hand, man, and then you just come in there and slam, dude. Hey, I understand because I slammed Cron Gracie right on his head and flattened him worse than the earth, brother. But you can't be doing that to professional wrestlers, dude. And I'll tell you what, I'd fucking put you in a cage like a chicken coop, you piece of shit. Give Raja a break, Hank. He's trying his best. By that, do you mean he was trying his best to kill a man? In which case, he almost succeeded. Raja crashing out in the Scared Straight program would be hysterical. Oh God. Hey man, stop getting up in my face, man! Stop playing me! I'm not like you! I'm not an animal that has to be caged up! I'm the son of Rampage Jackson, and we should stop messing with me, man! Stop eyeing me like that! Stop eyeballing me! Hey, you were in the pen for a reason, dude! Just trying to mess with me, dude! Pretending like I'm one of you! I'm not one of you, man! Everybody trying to intimidate me! Push me around! Hey kids, look at me when I'm talking to you, all right? Stop playing with me. This is serious. I am a victim of systematic racism right now. Stop playing with me. I'm black too. I ain't defending that. Yeah, nobody should. Oh yeah, Hank likes Biden. I liked some of the bills that he passed, some of the achievements some of his accomplishments. In the Senate and the House. His foreign policy's mixed. Getting out of Afghanistan, it was the right thing to do. But at the same time, it was sloppy. It was always going to be sloppy. But we need to get out of there. It was, there was no use staying there. It was war never should have been that long. We should have left after Bin Laden. But in what am I trying to get at here? Oh, in Israel, Gaza, horrific policy, and somehow Trump's is worse. But they're both equally inhuman. So, but I do support what he's doing. He did in Ukraine, and he wouldn't be fucking disrespecting Zelensky the way that Trump is whatsoever. It was the right thing to do to help Ukraine. Obama was a bitch for not doing anything over Crimea. Bro, I never dare to say any bad words in front of my dad, but it's crazy how Rampage keeps calling his son bitch, this and that. Is this really common in Western society? I mean, I definitely understand him calling his son a bitch over what he did, but calling him a bitch over like some trivial stuff or like, in conversation is a little immature. It doesn't show the makings of a father in that case. He literally said, like, for my Asian students, I gave them the college money for my other kids. I saved up bail money. Like, he clearly thinks his other kids are insane. And given what just happened, I totally understand why you'd think that way. But you can't pretend like this is all him. Oh, the little bastard. He was a psycho from the start. Really? You think any of that was due to your poor parenting or lack of investment in them? I'm just gonna say it, guys. I don't think it's all Raja. I think some of the people who were supposed to keep him in line failed. I'll just say that is good. A little bit of this could be on them. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's interesting. Yeah, dude, they were going up my fruit trees trying to get my bananas. You hear me? Star-studded cast on Super Troopers Comedy Central movie. Man, Comedy Central movie. Man, remember when Comedy Central was actually big enough that they could make their own movies? Now they're barely even alive. They messing with my banana trees. Oh my god, banging my ex bitch of a wife. Are you quoting Sniff right now? Is this another day in the life of? Is this a video diary of Sniff? It's seeming like it. Hanging out at the Waffle House. Yeah, but we had the same through line there. Banging his wife. I mean, his wife was a psycho, but I don't know if the one she cheated on being black or white means much. Why'd you make Clown so angry last night? I don't think I did. I think he was crashing out on everybody. He was crashing out on Naomi, and Naomi's just there, just commenting, doing nothing. And and he's like going at her for like not showing her titties on stream or being sexually suggestive. Like he was in a mood, dude. He was just vintage clown, like just angry at the world, Like he went at Vinny, and I was like, "Hey man, are you seriously doing this? Like, why Vinny and me?" And then he's just like, "Oh yeah, Hank. Well, you two should fuck each other." So he was projecting on everybody, and he does it often. So why would I take offense to that? It's just his own spiraling mind. Clown mad, his dick's small. I don't know if there's truth to that or not, but could be. I would be too. It's understandable. Oh shit. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Hey, Bick, guys. Hey, Bick. Clown is always angry. Yeah, it's something. Yeah, he canceled the Mecca too. What an asshole. I was there. And he's like, "Oh no, like half the people showed up." Yeah, some of them are busy with their lives, clown. This is a Tapology fucking competition. They don't have to show up on stream every time. It's outside of Kick. It's you don't have to participate through Kick. You can participate through Tapology. I don't know why he crashed out, dude. Why does he have to have all the attention on his Kick stream in order to hold the tournament? I understand them showing up on Orange Cat and like, being, you know, Benedict Arnold's, but if you're just not available, don't fucking cancel the tournament over people not showing up for a stream at like 9. It was like 9 my time. It was probably 11 or 12 somebody else's time. Like that's just fucking ridiculous. Raja live streams from prison, all beat up, saying they won't stop playing me. They won't stop raping me. Is he 0-1 in UFC? Who are we talking about here? I don't think Raja's in the UFC. His son should be Wampage because he's a crying bitch. Nice. Sniffs a cuck too. Again, no comment. Vinny has opinions. I think Sniffs in general just pretty cool, pretty honest and direct. But yeah, I mean, everybody's got their faults. I really feel sad for that man. Raja just unleashed all his anger, like he hates that guy from his soul. Yeah, because he hit him with a prop. Why do you feel sad for him, dude? He's an idiot. He has half a brain. Anybody with a brain, like what Guru said with iShow Speed, who's also a streamer who hangs out at wrestling events, he'd go along with it. Because you're supposed to be an entertainer, you fucking dummies. You fucking idiot. You go up to a professional wrestler who's supposed to be playing a character. He treats you like a character because you're disrespecting him for real. And he just hits a tiny little prop on his head and does nothing else and literally apologizes afterwards. Immature. No fucking morals. No maturity at all. He's just a kid in a grown man's body. He's a fucking psycho. He was not raised right. He doesn't understand that some people fucking joke around, especially in wrestling. How do you go to a wrestling event and be like, they're playing me for real? Are you idiot? Are you an idiot? Are you brain dead? It's a serious question. Like, how do you take that seriously at all? Unless you have the brain of a fucking child. In which case, I blame the fucking parents. I blame it half the parents because maybe you got such a fucked up brain, you'd never learn regardless. Like, just unforgivable, dude. How do you take anything that seriously? How? Seriously, how are you this emotionally unstable that you let your fucking live chat push you to do something like that? And you dwell on it even after you shake hands, like you have zero maturity or in zero room for emotional growth or mental growth or anything. They won't stop playing with my butt. I'm not playing with their dicks. They're playing with my butt, man. I'm not playing. Bend over and pick up the soap. Sniff's racist BOS hater, all I'm gonna say. He's definitely gotten that reputation. Face green smiling, face green smiling. Can't blame the parents. Some souls just aren't cut out for society in the real world. You got a point there, Tyler. You do have a point. Some people's brains are just non-functioning, dude. We have mental illnesses for a reason. Some people come out a little, it's like a defect at a factory, Every once in a while you get a defect, and he's looking like a mental defect. Anyway, our next fight. What do they call it? The fight right before the co-main event, the feature fight between Alik Lawrence and Abdurrahman Yakyaev. Yuck. He's a yuck medical school. Alik Lawrence, I knew this guy was a fraud for a while. 6-6 guy, 5-5, 6-4, 2-1. None of these guys have any experience, man. On Contender Series, he shit the bed, looked absolutely awful. Looked like he didn't want to be there. Then he goes back to LFA, and he's getting dropped by people with even records, barely surviving, getting pieced up, having to shoot the takedown in order to win. Even then, he's not completely dominant. Like Alec Lawrence is a failed experiment, guys. Sort of like Roger Jackson. But anyway, um, yeah, he's beating cans. He's not even beating them dominantly. He's having close fights with them. Just embarrassing. Whereas Yakyaev, Aries, great promotion. Um, submitted a 4-1, 5-2, 7-0. Dude, I don't know if dude, I bet the only 7-0 guy that Lawrence has fought was on Contender Series. Couldn't beat him. And then yeah. So Aries and then beat a bunch of undefeated Russians, which is good enough for me. Uh Yakyaev is a very solid wrestler. He takes you down, he subs you. Which is honestly, I'm not excited to see this guy in the UFC because I don't need another Hamzat Chimaev 5-round barn burner. Okay, guys. So I might actually root for Alec Lawrence here to just take this guy out and let's stop having these fucking boring wrestlers from the Eastern Caucasus fucking around. But Yakyev's probably going to take him down and sub him pretty easily. Lawrence is just shit. Almost lost to cans. This guy isn't a can. He's a 6-0 prospect. So he's going to get crushed, killed, destroyed. Yakyev's going to probably just smash him like a can, against his forehead. Very simple takedown, sub, yada, yada, yada. Then he's going to go up the ranks and, just muddy up the fucking waters. Maybe he'll beat Ankalaev, though. I'd be happy about that. Can't blame the parent. Yeah. Crucifixed. Wait a minute. What are we talking about here? Well, stop playing him. What's up, Hank? Hey, Too Smelly. Welcome to the Hank Tank Live chat. Longtime trooper and grinder, pretty much major general here in the Hank Tank Army, my brigade. What's up, Hank Broski? I'm down at the river, about to go fishing, dude. Yee! Let's go. Have fun, man. Hope you catch a big one. If you do catch a big one, send a photo to me. Nice. What kind of fish do you catch usually? I mean, if that's too revealing, you don't have to tell me. But what kind of fish are you able to catch usually? Are they small, medium, large? Have you caught a big fish before? Either way, I hope you're having fun. Hank, you're growing a beard. You trying to look Russian or something? No, I'm just trying to grow it out and see how it looks on me. Honestly, I'm actually going through with it, guys. Like I'm gonna try to grow it out. But as soon as I'm in an interview, I'm probably gonna shave it. Malt liquor mind. Yeah, it's definitely melted like a malt. Reziski. Hank's long beard would make him look like Poseidon. Yeah, that's actually true. I think I would look like Poseidon. Let me actually look at myself a little more to just see what the comparisons would be. I sort of look like Chris Pratt a little bit. I think I could pull off a Chris Pratt with this kind of facial hair. Either that or Thor in the early days, Just keep eating. Oh, and the beard will fill out eventually. Hey. Well, yeah. I mean, if I get some of their pubes on my face, I can pull it off. Bluegill, smallmouth, and largemouth. Nice. Good for you, man. I'm here. Yeah, I know, Kobe. It's good to have you here. Thoughts on Taylor Swift's career? I mean, it's been very successful. She's released a bunch of great albums, memorable albums, culture-shifting albums. Honestly, I haven't really liked her stuff in the last 1 or 2 years, but when she did Folklore in 2020, that was actually pretty good. That had some good songs to it. She hasn't really produced that much eye-opening or critically acclaimed stuff since, though. So I think she's starting to get into the middle, starting to look a little washed. Hanging out with the Kelseys too. I'm never a fan. So yeah, I'm less high on her these days. Also, the stuff with the water in Brazil. Come on, pull your act together. Her last album was garbage. Every underdog right now parlayed turns $1.76 into $3,999. Wow, that is impressive. Um, I don't know, man, dude. Yakayev's really good. Yakayev's a dominant wrestler. Bet and such. I think I don't know if that parlay would work. Maybe you're just saying how dominant the betting favorites are, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bet and such. This is not going to result in a upset. It's just not. So sad enough, but it's true. So I wouldn't waste money on that. I mean, it's $1.76, so I get it. Maybe that's not a waste of money because you're not losing that much, but it's you're gonna probably lose that $1.76. Like there was only one underdog on the last week. I doubt there'll be every single underdog this time. I've caught a couple pounders, nothing major. Nice. Well, I mean, I hope you're doing it for fun. Pike and sucker fish too. Have you ever been fishing? Yes, I have been fishing. I used to fish in Wisconsin when I went to meet my aunts and uncles there, and I pulled a fish out. I was able to reel a fish in, and it flopped onto the deck, and it cut open like my ankle. It was just fucking jumping around like everybody was trying to get a hold of him, and the little guy fucking nicked my ankle and cut it wide open. It looked bad. And then what sucked too is that it was fishing, but everybody was just throwing the fish back in. Dude, if I caught that fucker and I kept him in the boat, I would have served him up with some butter and fucking rice. Okay, I put him in a fucking stew. Little bastard wants to cut me. I'll cut open every part of his fucking insides, skin him alive and serve him. Well, not because of their pubes. I see. Got to get some fish tacos. Fish tacos are so good. I love fish tacos. It depends on the preparation too. I like them with coleslaw, tartar sauce. There's some sauces that I've used. Yeah, tartar sauce. Look, it's really good on fish tacos, man. A little salsa and sour cream too. Yeah, that's some cheese. Shit's good. When you was young, someone told me when I was young, someone told me it does help your beard grow though. Interesting. Favorite Halloween movie? Halloween. It's Halloween with Michael Myers. Classic. That's the best Halloween movie ever, bar none. Hank be going down on the Harry Daggy girls. Maybe not the girls. Jacuzzi. You know, I'm training in Dagestan, guys. I'm living Anakin's dream. I've flown out to the Caucasus, and I hold hands in jacuzzi. Raja has a hot Cheeto neck. He does? Oh yeah. Well, I mean the way it's fucking curving, you might be right there. I don't know, man. Chechnya is due for a bad apple. Yeah, but Susurkayev showed up after literally a couple days after his last performance and beat the fucking Fury FC champion. So nah, it's just a different level at this point. But I agree. Yes, you're right. Yeah, might be worth something, but I just doubt it cashes. I catch catfish. Oh man, that catfish is good. Fucking fry that shit up, serve with some hot sauce. Let's go. Those fins can get you. Yeah, they got me for sure. That sucked ass. And I was a little guy, so it meant more when it got cut open. Yo, how's it going, Alma Longoria? Good to see you once again. A trooper and grinder. My newest recruit, Private Pile. A young Thor. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What celebrity fight you want to see other than Jake Paul? I want to see Raja Jackson in boxing against anybody, so he can get his fucking lights put out. Actually, no. I want to see Raja Jackson get a UFC debut from this against Hamzat Chimaev and have his fucking jaw broken. Actually, no. I'd put him against Pereira. He can go to sleep like fucking Jamal. Catfish like women. Oh. That's a good one. Chipotle on fish tacos. So good too. You mean Chipotle sauce? Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Cholula. I like Cholula. Hank, you're a secret Swiftie too. I like her early stuff. Honestly, I think 1989 is sort of shit. I think her Red album's super good. But, not the biggest Swiftie in the world, but every once in a while I come across a good song of hers and I'm like, yeah, she's earned it, Sport fishing is evil. They get damaged mouths and can't feed for weeks. Yeah. I mean, you might as well fucking kill them. You've already fucked over their lives. Might as well go all the way. Damn, you do the It's good. Thank you, Kobe. That's another one. The one with the trumpet. Does Hank like Sam Barber? I'll tell you what, Bet and Such, I could use a barber right now. But Sam Barber. Is that the husband and father of Macy Barber or something? Sam Barber, singer and songwriter. Oh, Jesus Christ. He looks like his face is caving in on itself. Looks like his face is actually imploding. It's that, tiny. Blends country and rock, emotional performances, and his voice reminiscent of Hank Williams. That's actually very impressive. That's impressive that it's impressive that he likes Hank Williams. His 2023 platinum selling single, Straight and Narrow, and his honest, youthful style have made him a key figure in discussions about the future of country music. Barber first gained attention on TikTok. Oh, Jesus, a TikToker. With covers of artists like Lynyrd Skynyrd and Tyler Childers. Jesus. Because I know there's this other country boy who goes out in a field and, plays songs. Nah, he's not the dude I'm thinking of. I don't think I've ever heard him. I'll try to listen to some of his stuff after this. Yeah. When was your last visit to barber? Jesus, it's got to be like a month ago, I think. I've been growing it out, man. But I think people are liking it, so I'll keep growing it until the wheels fall off, or until I have to be in an interview. Haha, his music, it's good. Okay, I'll check it out. I only eat like raw fish, Hank. You guys have seen my collection, man. My sushi's yummy. Bumba clawfish, man. Blubber fish, man. Open sesame. Here comes Bassaman. Abracadabra. Catch him if you can. I am the skipper of the lamp, and I command you to swim. Swimming out. Swimming. Open sesame. Here come Bassaman. Sweet. Hope you like it. Thank you, Bitten and such. I'm Bitten and such. I'll tell you what, Bobby. That fish ain't right. That boy, country boy, ain't right. So, yeah, I think Yakiev's gonna take this ginger down and tap him out pretty easily. All right, co-main event time. I am super hyped for this one between Marcio Barbosa and Damon Wilson. That's our boy Damien. Hee hee ha hee ha hee 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 ha hee. Evil Damon. He's a Damon, damn it. But yeah, I'm honestly hoping that Damon Wilson wins this one, guys. Just because I've loved his finishes in Cage Warriors, just the knees up the middle, guys Muay Thai to the T. He has lost against bad competition though. It's very hard to rate him. He looks sick in that cage, but the problem is it's against very low level competition. Now, do we get a Kyle Dawkins situation? Do we get Kyle Dawkins just swinging, landing a knee up the middle against this guy Barbosa, like Michel Pereira, and just putting him out with a counter shot? Maybe, but from what I've seen from Damon Wilson, he really has to get in control and push the pace and fight his type of fight to get the finish. If he doesn't and he's on the back foot and he's having to trade and he's not just pushing forward with knees or the clinch, he's just in trouble. And Marcio Barbosa, beaten 10-3. That's already better than all of Damon Wilson's last opponents. 8-2, already better. 13-2, Wellington Prado was a legit prospect for a while, and Barbosa just knocked his ass out. Only lost to Gabriel Santos, who I've sung the praises of countless times as a really good bantamweight, I'm pretty sure, right? Gabriel Santos. No, featherweight. That's right. But I've sung the praises of Gabriel Santos. Beat Jack Jenkins, who's not too shabby. Yiza as well, who we just saw get a win. David Onama knocks him out. Fluke. For that, lost a split to Lerone. This guy is going to be a problem. And guys, if you're looking at some of these prospects, a lot of them have lost Gabriel Santos, which just shows how good Gabriel Santos is, and in turn shows how good these guys are, because losing to Gabriel Santos is Gabriel Santos is no slouch. That's no stain on your record. And so he's taking on Damon Wilson, but Damon Wilson's just, as much as I like him, he's just a very simple Muay Thai kind of fighter. I have to remember the Muay Thai. It's not Muay Thai. It's Muay Thai. Muay. Giuliano helped me with that one. But yeah, Damon Wilson's very simple in his game. He needs to have his fight. His kind of fighter, it's over. Barbosa's knocking out all sorts of different talent, beating their heads in every single one of them. So I'd say Barbosa's going to win this one relatively easily, as far as I'm concerned. I think he's going to knock Damon out in round one. He's just, his head is, never goes off path. It's just very easy to hit, never strays. He doesn't dodge anything. His head is on a fucking stick, just like Ned Stark. Would you ever do in real life walking streams and go to places IRL? I would have to drive out quite a ways. I would drive out quite a ways before I do an IRL stream. Yeah, I'd probably be going to like an event with a friend or something, Probably a wrestling event, maybe an MMA event. I'd probably be doing that with Dad though. And I don't want to be some fucking degenerate filming himself, when you're supposed to just be having a good time with family. Fuck that. I'd probably only be filming if I was going with friends, and otherwise, what am I gonna do? Just drive out through 10 miles to some random ass city and then film myself walking around? Like, I'll tell you guys, I'm a rural fucking boy. I'm not a city slicker. So, there's not much to really film. And again, even if I did, we know the kinds of cats that are going to be watching that shit and taking notes. We know Some of them are going to be taking fucking notes and trying to see exactly where I am. Because they're fucking creeps and doxers and pieces of shit. So I wouldn't give them the chance. I'd have to drive out 30 miles before I do an IRL stream. Dare Fishman! Hey man, you undercooked it a little bit, Vinny. This thing's still moving and its tail is wagging all over the place. He cut my hand, man. He's flipping and flopping all over the place and acting like a real slumdog millionaire, man. Rasta Shark. Doom. Bum bum bum. Rasta Shark coming in with you with that. Dream destination to go one day. Japan. I'd love to go to Japan one day. Crazy culture. Cities are absolutely insanity. Love the cherry blossoms out in the hills. I'd fucking probably hike those for a week. Beautiful surroundings. Mount Fuji. I'd love to see Mount Fuji. Only problem is their society is honestly trash, and it's run by hyper capitalism, and it's just a fucking mess. Honestly, their politics are dog shit. But for a one and done, going out to Tokyo, hanging out in there, playing some games. Yeah, I'd be down. When you're 16 and Skatesman tells you he loves you, you're going to believe him. Wow. That's oddly specific. Jesus Christ. Thoughts on peace talks between Putin and Trump and Volodymyr Zelensky. The talks between Putin and Trump are fake as hell. Putin always tells Trump, yeah, I'm not going to do shit. I don't want any peace negotiations. I'm just going to keep going to war and there's nothing you can do. That's basically all their peace talks are. And it's also Trump just trying to have another, field trip and visit with his butt buddy Putin. Way that he shakes his hand, Jesus Christ. He shows more love to Putin than he does his own wife. If you could even call him his wife. He's fucking going for the pinky with her. He's trying to just grab Putin and just yank him by the fucking arm. Yeah, Putin's always like, yeah, I'm not going to do anything. Fuck you. I'm not changing. Fuck you. And meanwhile, Zelensky's like, hey, dude, help us out a little bit. We can end the war in a year. If you give us some supplies, we're going to just basically bankrupt the Russian economy and send them into spiraling to the point where they have to end the war. Just give us some fucking weapons and some money, and then we'll get it done. And then Trump's like, but you don't even wear something formal. You don't even wear a suit. Always wearing a turtleneck. That's disrespectful. You need to say, thank you, Mr. President. You don't even say thank you. You don't even apologize to me or suck my dick on the Oval Office desk. And we don't like that. You don't do it like Putin. And how am I supposed to respect you? You're Volodymyr, not Vladimir, and we don't like it. Stupid spelling of the name. I don't care how much you hug and squeeze me. I'll never give you what you want. Yeah, I forgot to type nice whip, 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 the lobster from Ariel. The mermaid was just in here. Nice. Hey, dude, hey, have you heard of Ariel the mermaid? So the thing about Ariel, man, the Christians believed long ago that Ariel the mermaid actually birthed lobsters, Hank. That's right. They actually came from the ancient Egyptians. Nice. That's classic Guru does. Under the sea. If you're not careful, you will be reeled in by too smelly. Oh, it is nice in the sand, but then too smelly. He grabs you with his smelly hand. It's a commotion down in the ocean under smelly. Great Wall of China. And then, all the ladies in the Access Hollywood interview, I says, you grab them by the China, and they like that. Big fan of China. And then we like that, right? We like saying that. China. Great Wall. The Great Wall. That's what I take the inspiration from. What a great wall, isn't it? It's pristine and it's pretty and it's very big, very strong, and we like that. And there's someone speaking Spanish in the chat, so I'm going to try to Google Translate. ¿Qué horas ella luta? I think, what hour is it there, I believe? But let me... a luta. Or what time is the fights? I remember. Yeah, what hour is the fight? Let me check that. Let me check that. And we like that. Oh yeah, it's happening today. That's right. Son las 5 horas del Pacífico y las 8 horas del Este. Onde asistir? Can you help? I think is what he's trying to say. Oh. Wait a minute. Assistir. Where to attend? Crackstreams.cx, psp.tv. Shit, what was the other one? VIP box. Crackstreams.cx, psp.tv. For the fight of Marcio Barbosa. Oh. I don't know. Around it is 6 o 7. 6 yeah, 607. 6 no. 6 o 7. Let me think. Have you heard Trump talk about his daughter? Super creepy stuff. I'm not surprised at all. She's a little hottie boom body. They say gentlemen like blondes, and I like her. I like blondes. Big fan of my daughter, and sometimes I let her touch my pinky, and we like that. Last night was a crazy night. Yeah, clown crashed out. It's, no surprise there. Valencia is stupid for showing up in military garb. He's not in the military. Wait, Valencia? Who are we talking about here? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Valencia. Interesting. Now I'm interested. I'm gonna look that up. Valencia. Anyway, I'll drop it. Big boars, too smelly. Yeah, my boys. Look at them. Look at them, and we like them. Right? Pete Keg's breath in. Bam Bondi, my right hand man's, and she looks like a man. Also, Trump is a fan of Travis Kelce because Taylor and Travis got engaged. Jeez, I look like an old ass man right now. I look like that fucking. I look like Cerberus from Game of Thrones, right? Dude, literally, guys, if I make it to old age, I'm gonna look like that dude with the long ass beard from Game of Thrones. Seriously, I don't even want to look like him. That dude's ugly as fuck. It's actually terrible that I even look anywhere similar to him. But yeah, guys, is there is it any surprise why I hate the Chiefs? They keep giving me reasons to hate the Chiefs. Fucking old ass white people going, oh, pretending they're Native Americans. Yeah, you kicked fucking you sent the entire Native population to Missouri and all these other states, and you rounded them up and forced them to paint their skin white and act civilized, and you ruined their culture and killed their spirits. And now you pretend to be like them. You fucking bastards. Don't you ever have another name, that even references Indians again after what your ancestors did to them. You fucking cowards. I hate the Chiefs fundamentally. I hate any team that is a bunch of fucking white bitches pretending to be Native Americans. And also, I'm neither here nor there on Kamala versus Trump. I'm just gonna stay out of it, says Patrick Mahomes. Fucking on the fence motherfucker. Take a stand or don't, you pussy. Prayers! Prayers for the people who died in the parade, and then I'm never gonna say anything else. Prayers! Such a fake motherfucker. Chief style is so boring. I hate every time that Patrick runs. Fucking, I hate them so much. And I'm a Raiders fan too, so I have good reason to hate them. But on top of it, they are just fucking stinking up the joint with football, and I'm so happy when the Eagles kick their asses. So happy, dude. It's such a trash team, dude. And Travis and Mahomes are fake motherfuckers. Putin said sincerely he's been drafting, at least Taylor Swift stood against him. Thank God. Putin said sincerely he's been drafting peace deals repeatedly, and big weapons West won't accept. Trump wants to make peace. He's begging for peace. Literally, Vinny, Trump would accept a paper deal with nothing on it. He would accept a blank piece of paper as a peace deal, Vinny. Do you understand this? He would literally, he'd just sit Zelensky and Putin in a room and say that there was peace. Nothing of substance to it. If Putin said at any point, I just want peace, and I just, and let's just end the war right now, and then I'll just say, it's peace. I'll have a ceasefire. Trump would be like, see, I negotiated peace. I negotiated a ceasefire. And if Putin actually wanted to, Trump would have announced peace already, but he's not, because it's bullshit. He doesn't want peace. He wants Ukraine. Viana K. Pais. Viana, what country? Oh, I see. Or where are you from? Thoughts on Mark Henry supporting Raja? Idiot. No brain. No context. Probably voted for Trump. Retard. Fuck it. Man, honestly. It's embarrassing seeing any wrestlers stick up for Raja. You're fucking traitors to your sport if you stick up for Raja. Straight up. You're going to believe the equivalent of a David Arquette, except a million times worse, over one of your professional wrestlers who apologized and shook his hand? And you're going to say that the little fucking degenerate that almost killed him is in the right? Fuck you, dude. Fucking die of heart disease, Mark Henry, you fucking idiot. Your brain's gone worse than fucking Raja, clearly. Also, Mark Henry works for and supports AEW, so that shows he's a fucking idiot too. Yeah, fucking let fucking cardiovascular disease take you, dude. You're gone from your prime, dude. Your brain's jelly. Guru whistles. Actually, I just can't wait to be. Oh yeah, that's right. He does do that. That's true. It is actually a Lion King. Oh yeah, and Little Mermaids goes but both of them sort of start the same way. And the other ones, see, I can't even think of it. But they start the exact same way. Man, Disney just fucking copying and pasting, huh? We need peace. Yeah, we're not going to get it as long as Putin's breathing. That's just straight up. We're not going to get peace as long as Putin's still around. Russia's got to fucking push him out a window before they can get peace. Hank's cooking. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. And I'm going to cook on these picks too. I went fucking 5-0 on the last week Contender Series. I'm going to cook again. But yeah, Barboza can actually just throw, and he doesn't need knees to get a win. He can actually use his hands. He could probably win a fight any way he wanted to. Let's be real. Damon Wilson's head is just on a It's what to even put it. Is that his head isn't on a yeah, it's on a swivel. It's just right there to be hit. Stickhead. Anyway, our main event between Trent Miller and Ryan Gondra. Um, Trent Miller. Oh, gee, Buddy Wallace lost to Buddy Wallace. By the way, guys, um, my dad and I were at LFA, and we saw this guy Buddy Wallace fight on an LFA card in Santa Cruz. And this dude is fucking cool, man. We love Buddy Wallace. This guy's always in for a fucking fight. He's a marauder. He's a warrior. He's an absolute savage. People forget, man. Um, all Buddy had to do was just pressure forward and throw some punches, and then take him down and face crank him easy. So that's sort of a bad loss. I like Buddy Wallace a lot. Loved his fight in LFA Santa Cruz 192, I think it was. But yeah, if you're losing to Buddy Wallace, you're not gonna win against a real contender. Marcus Nash 1-0, only one professional fight. Fuck's sake. Dylan O'Sullivan 5-1 split. Still doesn't look good. 7-9. They're just giving him cans. Whereas Ryan Gondra is an LFA, and he's at least knocking out some undefeated guys. He'd probably destroy Buddy Wallace. Let's be real. Sorry, buddy. I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your friend, guy. But yeah, Vladimir Calvo, dominant performance against him. I'm glad he knocked out a dude named Vladimir. That gives me some satisfaction. But yeah, Ryan Gendra, he's clearly beaten better competition. Trent Miller, it just looks sort of mediocre. Let's be real. Not the best competition. That's for a reason. He's probably very low level. Gondra can beat high level competition because he's high level. It's simple as that. Maybe he's a Terminator and he rushes forward, but dude, he's going to be rushing forward right into a right or a left hand. I'll tell you that much. So Ryan Gondra, he is the problema, and he's going to he's going to be giving Trent Miller muchas problemas and get a round one knockout. I think that fella Viana is probably enjoy that little analogy. Yeah, that's gonna do it. That is gonna do it for Hank's preview and picks for Contender Series today. It's gonna be starting in 2 hours, so tune in for that. I predict a very exciting night of fights. It's the only night we're gonna have, guys. Dude, there's no other MMA this week, so got to be scrambling for some topics. Lucky for us, Roger Jackson has given us probably weeks of content, but I'm sure there's going to be other stuff going on. So going to get into that. Yeah, so there's still a lot to do. And if not, I can just always just do a tank talk or come up with something with Vinny. So yeah, fear not, troopers and grinders. There's still going to be plenty of stuff to talk about. They have a boardwalk in Santa Cruz. They sure do, Kobe. At the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in the warm California sun. Boardwalk! Classic. At the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk in the warm California sun. Boardwalk! Dude, I bet there are people in fucking Georgia or Florida who've gotten that advertisement before. Trump is just complete the statement, Vinny. What are you trying to tell me? What does he jest? Thanks, Hank. Have a good one. Catch you later, Andrew. Man, I miss Andrew B. Trump is just big weapons in the mask. Yeah. True, but I think he legitimately wants to make peace. He's actually pissed that that's the whole reason he even supports Ukraine in the first place, because Putin refused to play. He refused to talk Turkey. He didn't play hardball. He played hardball with Trump and was like, no, I'm not doing anything. So that's why Trump is helping Zelensky, Vinny. It's because your boy isn't talking to him. It's because your boy is telling him, I'm not going to make peace. I'm done. I'm still doing what I'm doing, and you can suck a dick. I've heard that from phone conversations they've had. There are transcripts. We have heard Vladimir Putin tell Donald Trump, eat a dick. I'm not changing my military campaign at all. And then what happens after that? Trump supports Ukraine. So, dude, Vladimir is his own worst enemy, Vinny. Ever since he invaded, he's fucked over his country and himself. Person turquoise waving. Catch you later, Andrew. They make money doing wars. Putin spends. Yeah, well, what it's not doing so well this time, Vinny. They're not profiting that much now. They're actually starting to lose a lot of factories to drone strikes, and they just lost like three-quarters of their aerial weaponry, dude. Lost it. It's irreplaceable. So they're not going to make any, you're not going to have any industrial growth from that. They're losing a bunch of their citizens to this war. Their population's shrinking. That's never good for a country, regardless of its economy. And dude, Ukraine's starting to bomb places in Russia, so their economy is going to sink. I'm telling you, the central bank is getting pissed at Putin, and I know that because I've seen multiple videos. Central bank is not happy. I'm just saying that they're not in a good place. More Raja talk. Yeah, yeah. We're definitely gonna have to be talking about the aftermath of this. I'm praying that there are legal charges, because if not, dude, do you see that fucking thumbnail from AJ of MMA experts? Big Boris saying that there are no charges being pressed against Raja. That's fucking insane if it's true. I hope it's not. He better be bullshitting, in which case, fuck AJ. But dude, how can there be no charges pressed? You have hours of footage showing premeditated motivations for first degree murder, or attempted murder. More Rajatak, yes. Thank God Stuart Smith is okay, by the way. I'll probably be dedicating a stream to that. Trump is warning Russia of very big consequences if peace talks collapse. Peace talks are collapsing, dude. They're not even like, they haven't even gotten off the ground. They haven't even been built. They can't collapse because they don't even happen. They're not even, Trump attempts it. Dude, Ukraine wasn't even there. Ukraine wasn't even in Alaska. How can there be fucking peace talks when Ukraine isn't even there and to represent itself? It's bullshit. It was all stunt. Can't have peace talks if both sides aren't there. Straight up. So Trump's a fucking idiot. He just wanted to have more fucking, alone time with Putin. Okay, guys? Yeah, 3 more minutes and then I'm wrapping it up. Oh. Or if everybody just heads out, then I'll probably end it. All right, yeah. I am gonna end it. So, thank you guys for watching. I have been Hank the Tank. You've been the Troopers and Grinders, and as always, you have escaped the war zone for now. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with that dick up my ass, man. I'm just trying to get the soap so I can scrub myself and keep myself clean. Everybody trying to bunk with me. Everybody trying to play. I remember my bunkmate above my bed. He's pissing himself and he's trying to grab me at night. He's playing with me, man. I need to get out of here. I'm tired. All these inmates making me the prison bitch. Stop messing with me, dude. Get me a phone. I need to talk to my dad. Give me a file so I can break out. Please, Father, please. Play with me. Yeah, it's all right, man. It's all right. Yeah, I like you. Oh, that's what they're doing to me, man.